Here, come on here. Come on, sweetheart. Up, up. Come and say hello.
Hello, Maisie. Oh, she's gorgeous. Do you know what she's crossed with, or is she straight Staffy?
Well, she's supposed to be straight staffy, but God only knows. One of my daughters reckons there's a pit bull in her, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because she's Maisie and that's what matters.
Exactly, and we love her.
Yeah. How old's Maisie?
Maisie's year and a half.
Okay, so she's still puppy, really.
She really, Joe, like I said to you in a message, she was just the best puppy in the world. There was no issues whatsoever. Going on walks, nothing at all. And,
Yeah.
and until two things happen. We got her little brother. He's called Fred.
Yeah.
He's also a staff. There's exactly 6 months between them. He's one.
Okay.
And she had a phantom pregnancy. The pretended pregnancy.
Yes.
And that's the only two things I can work out that happen around the same time. Because at home, she's exactly the same Maisie as she has always been. But the first time I noticed it was on the walk. I had her on the lead. He was only little. I had him in my coat here at the front. And we met somebody with a dog or two dogs, and she went ballistic, like she was for killing the other dog.
Okay. So I wonder if she's being protective of him.
Well, that's what I think. That's what I think. And ever since then, and even I used to take her to work in the car, and she would just sit on the passenger seat. She was great. She was absolutely great. She would see dogs, but she would pay really no heed. But ever since, I really do think that everything changed when our Freddie came along.
Yeah.
You see now, I don't have her on a passenger seat anymore. When I take them for walks, they would be in the boot. And if we God forbid meet a dog, I mean, she just wants to go through the glass to kill the dog.
Wow. Okay. So, in terms of psychology, I'm wondering whether she hasn't realized that you're the leader of the pack and she thinks she needs to be, and she needs to be the protective one. It's possible. We can tap around that and just see. The tapping's interesting because we have theories and we just tap and try. That's all we can
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Are
yeah.
you completely new to tapping?
Completely new. I think I've seen some videos on humans, but never explored. No, completely new, brand new.
Okay, cool. Well, what we'll do is before we get more into Maisie, I'll teach you how to do the tapping because it's really simple and it's just going to be easier for you to follow the process if I've already shown you it. So, tapping looks odd. When I first was introduced to it, I thought it was a load of rubbish, and it was actually a couple of rescue dogs that taught me otherwise. I was living in France, and my partner had given a home to two dogs who'd been abandoned,
Mhm.
and I said to him, I was quite arrogant back then, and I said, I'm going to prove this EFT doesn't work. And they were terrified of going in the car. So I grabbed the car keys, went outside, opened the boot, the dogs disappeared. And I started tapping on myself, doing what it said in this book, thinking this is bloody ridiculous. And the next minute, one of the dogs was in the car. And so that's when I started to realize I needed to stop trying to prove it didn't work and start learning about it. So it does look strange. So the first tapping point is on the side of the hand, and you can use either hand. It doesn't matter which way round. So you use two fingers on one hand to tap on the other hand. On
And
the on
there
the
on the
bit.
background
Yep,
there.
on that bit there. Yep, that's it. And you want to tap fairly steady and gentle. You don't want to be tapping really hard, fairly steady and gentle. Then the next point is on the inside end of either eyebrow. So it doesn't matter which one, or you can do both at once, whatever
Okay.
you prefer. Some people like tapping with both, some people like tapping with one.
Okay.
What we're doing as we're tapping is we're actually sending neurochemicals to the amygdala in the brain, which is the fight flight center, which is calming that down. That's what they've actually discovered, how EFT actually works. So then the next one's on the side of the eye, on the bone, out from the side of the eye. Yep, that's it. And then underneath the eye on the bone, I'm just going to take my jersey off because I'm having a hot flash.
Good
Um,
help. When you the bone, do you mean the bone of the
Yes.
socket, yeah?
Yeah, and so if you're looking straight ahead, it's right underneath your pupil if you're
Yeah.
looking straight ahead. So it's in
Okay.
the center. That's it. Yep. So these are all actually known acupuncture points. So, and then the nose point, your finger sort of goes to it. It's like a little indent underneath your nose. Yep. And then the chin point's the same. Your fingers sort of just go there to the natural little crease. Yep, that's it. And then the collarbone point is a bit precise. So instead of trying to find it precisely, I use all my fingertips and I just tap around underneath the collarbone. So you want to find your collarbone and just be tapping underneath that. And you don't have to be on the skin. You can be on over top
Under.
of your clothes.
Yeah.
Yep, it's fine. Then the next one, you put one hand on the shoulder and tap underneath the arm on the other hand. So it's, yeah, on the side of your body. That's it.
Mm.
Perfect. You're actually using your whole hand to do that one. And the last one is you use all your fingertips around the top of your head.
On the crown.
Yep, up on the highest point. That's it. Cool. So it's that simple. So when we're doing it, I'll be saying phrases that you'll be repeating as we tap. And it's one of those things that you just got to give it a go because it looks weird. But once you get into it, you sort of get a sense of how it is. So, okay. So, yeah. So let's just tap with what we know. So she was absolutely fine until her brother came along. So the phantom pregnancy, was that before or after Freddie arrived?
It was after, shortly after. I'm trying to do the timeline. So she's 1.5. He is one. There's exactly 6 months between them. So she had her first heat, and she really struggled with the hormonal changes. Yeah, and I know some dogs can. She, I mean, you would say she was suicidal. She was so depressed. Do you know?
Oh, really?
She was really she had a real. I've never seen it in a dog before like that. Not to that degree. She was just. She really struggled. Really, really struggled. Um, so we got through the heat. I'm trying to think. Did she have a hit when Freddie was here or before? Can't remember. I'm so bad with
Yeah.
time. So
No,
she
you don't remember details like that. It's
so
okay.
she had the hit, and then very shortly after, maybe about 2-3 weeks after, um, she had the phantom pregnancy, and I'm trying to think what made me actually take her to the vet. I would have to check with my daughter. She's far
And
better.
can you think back to that time when she had the phantom pregnancy? Was Freddie around then?
Yes, he was. Yes, 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 he was. Which I naturally thought, she thinks she's his mommy, like she's doing the mommy thing. If she just
Yeah.
went through all those hormonal changes, there is this wee dog, you know, she's naturally being mommy, nurturing, doing all of these things.
Yes.
Cannot remember for the life of me how it was manifesting. She got really cranky, like, oh, there we go, there, yeah, she got really cranky for like no reason. Not with us, never. She never displayed no aggression to any humans or anything, thank God. But
Yeah.
she was just cranky. She was really cranky. And I remember was something else. Oh yeah, her breasts, obviously, her whole, all of them filled up.
Okay.
And I knew 100% she couldn't have been pregnant. But I took her to the vet, explained she wasn't gathering because the vet wanted to know if she's gathering her wee toys and things and being like, nesting. And she didn't.
Yeah.
She did it a bit, but not so much. It definitely was her boobs have filled up and she became cranky, like extra cranky. Um,
So when you say she's cranky but not with you, do you mean she was cranky with Freddie or?
she was definitely cranky with him, and she just with our Maisie, she is a. I call her, psycho moody, psycho Maisie, moody, Maisie. You just know about her that she's not settled. You know,
Yeah.
not
And
settled.
that's really just been since that phantom pregnancy or since she went through the hormonal changes.
I actually think the first heat and then the phantom pregnancy, that is far more logical to me now rather than Freddie, because she loved Freddie. I mean, I remember we brought Freddie home, and her very first reaction to him wasn't positive, and I just thought, Jesus Christ, what have we done?
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
But within a very short period of time, she had a good sniff. She got really excited. She was so excited. She was breathing really heavy. For the rest of the evening, she was like super, super excited.
Oh,
But she loved him. You know, and even now they are the best buddies. They fight a bit out. You know, you have two staffs. They
they're
murder.
siblings. They're
Yeah,
siblings. You're always going to get a bit of fighting. Yeah.
they murder each other day in, day out. But you other. You do, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's just do some tapping and see what comes. So what we do when we tap for animals is you just want to be open to any intuitive stuff that comes. So if we're tapping and I say something and it doesn't feel right, you say what feels right instead of what I'm saying. And sometimes when we're tapping, we'll start to see connections. Like yesterday, I was tapping on a problem that I'm having with Sandy Girl and Kahu, the two that we've just recently adopted. And as I tapped, I suddenly realized, oh my gosh, she doesn't know her place in the pack. And that was what the issue was. And going into the tapping, I didn't know that. But somehow when we're tapping and we're keeping our amygdala calm, it's like insights can flow.
Open it opens the
Oh,
channel.
yep,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So if
Are,
I make a statement that doesn't feel right, you just change it and say what feels right.
and are we now tapping on Maisie?
We're tapping on you. So
On
we're
me.
tapping on you, intending for it to be for her. Yeah.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
don't really understand how it works. We just know that I've just seen it. So, yep, good.
So
Great.
I am open-minded. I like weird stuff. I'm all ears.
This will be perfect for you. Okay, so you're just going to tap as I am and repeat after me. So, even though Maisie really struggled with the hormonal changes
Even though Maisie really struggled with the hormonal changes,
and she just hasn't been the same since,
and she hasn't been the same since,
she's a great dog
she's a great dog,
and we love her very much.
and we love her very much.
Even though she's psycho Maisie,
Even though she's a psycho amazing,
she's a great dog
she is a great dog,
and we love her very much.
and we love her very much.
Even though her personality changed
Even though her personality changed,
and she started barking at everything,
and she started barking at everything, at other dogs.
at other dogs,
Huh?
she's a great dog and we love her very much.
A great dog, and we love her very much.
Okay, coming up to this point, Maisie really struggled with her hormonal changes.
Are we on the inside of the eyebrow?
Yep, inside of the eyebrow. Yep. Maisie really struggled with the hormonal changes.
Maisie really struggled with the hormonal changes.
On the side of the eye, she hasn't been the same since.
She hasn't been the same since.
Underneath the eye, psycho Maisie.
Psycho Maisie.
Our psycho Maisie.
Her psycho Maisie.
Under the nose, barking at other dogs.
Barking at other dogs. Lounging at other dogs.
Ah, yeah. And the chin point, can't have her near other dogs.
Can't have her near other dogs.
Collarbone point, she really changed after the hormonal changes.
She really changed after the hormonal changes. I am getting calmer. God, I love this. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, you're great. It's amazing, isn't it? It's so bizarre. Yeah. And then under the arm, she was really cranky.
She was really cranky.
Top of the head, cranky Maisie.
Cranky Maisie.
Okay, take a breath and let it go. Yeah, it's interesting the effect that it has, isn't it? It really is having a strong effect in the brain. So
I went to initial, we started, and I was just flooded with the self-consciousness. Yeah, just like really self-conscious. And then I just kind of whooshed it away. And then I just felt lovely. Oh, that was just so lovely.
Good for you. That's great. That's awesome that you wished away the self-consciousness and then you're able to just get in and because when we're tapping, especially when we're tapping for dogs, but even for ourselves, we really want to get out of the way and just let it flow. We just want to let the magic happen. So, okay. So were there any thoughts coming in about the whole situation with Maisie or any insights or any feeling of where we need to tap next?
A bit about the psychomazy. I wonder if I am reinforcing it. Like we say it as a joke, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
You, it's a joke. Me and my two daughters. It's a that's our psychomazy, and Freddie, he's a little menace because he's 1 year old male. He's typical, just he's bonkers.
Yep.
Uh, that's just ghost comes with the territory. But I just as, as we were repeating it, as we were repeating psychomazy, kind of felt if I was reinforcing it by even just joking about it, because she is. I have never in my life, and I've always had dogs. I have never had such a loving dog, and I mean it. Maisie, Maisie doesn't come and ask you for a hug. She just demands it. You could reading a book, you could be on the phone, you could be distracted in any other way. When she wants a hug, she comes. She pushes out of the road, whatever needs to be pushed. She puts her two paws here and she presses her heart against my heart and she goes,
Beautiful.
it's time.
Yeah, so that's a really good insight. Maybe you might want to reframe and call her my loving Maisie instead of my psycho Maisie because it does have an energy. They do. You're right. And I noticed when I had that reaction when I first read your PM that you sent me. When you
Yes.
mentioned, I thought, oh, I wonder if there's a little bit because Maisie will be very, very sensitive and in tune with you, and she
Mm-hmm.
may be picking that up. So that's a good insight. Yeah. So okay, so she's a super loving dog. Yeah. So let's do a little bit more tapping around. Actually, are there incidents? Can you think of any particular incidents that come to mind of when she was really bad with another dog? Because sometimes when we've got a specific incident, it's good to tap on that.
It, there's nothing in particular, but where I take them for walks, I take them what we call the moss. It's a very it's a bit of wood and moss, and it's overgrown. And very rarely we meet any humans or any dogs, and it's
Yep.
ideal. I just park the car. I see there's nobody there. I let them go, and for the next hour and a half, we just roam through the forest. And I always
Oh, lovely.
to myself, God, please, keep it empty for us today. Now, we had obviously situations where, we run into somebody, and I always just hope to God that I see them way ahead
Okay.
of dogs, see them.
Okay, so I see what we need to do. So what we need to do now is we need to step back from tapping for Maisie and we need to tap for you. Because
Okay?
what's happening is because of what's happened and the change in her, you're now on the alert and she may well be barking to protect you because she's picking up that you're feeling anxious.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is we need to tap for you because that's what often happens with the animals. There's an incident, something happens, we hold on to it and we transmit our anxiety to them. Does that make sense to you?
Or not maybe initially transmitted, but I reinforce it, definitely reinforce it. I'll give you a particular example, and that actually wasn't Maisie, but just because I managed to get Maisie on the lead, I didn't manage to get Freddie on the lead quick enough. We were up that moss, we came out through the forest, and we were about to turn, and all of a sudden I see this man come out of the woods and noticed that he had a little wee tiny little, like a poodle with something, tiny little dog. And the strangest things happen. I shouted at the dogs. I said, here. And they both stayed with me. I managed to get her on, nearly got Freddie on. But this wee dog who was he's a very new rescue for them, he ran towards us, rather than away, scared or anything. He ran towards us. And my Freddie, being the Freddie he is, he didn't hurt him in any way, which was wonderful. He just nailed him to the ground. Didn't do him any harm, didn't make any sound. He just nailed him to the ground. But the other wee doggy was like squealing for dear life. The owner was absolutely wonderful because
Oh, great.
the owner said to me, he came over, he said, we only have him for a month. And he said, do you know what serves him right? Meaning his own dog, yeah? He said, ever since we got him, he runs towards dogs. And obviously not always he's met with pleasantries.
Yeah, so
But
it
yeah,
was good.
look, Joe, I completely agree. I completely agree that I am like, I don't want to feel that way. But then at the same time, especially given their breeds, their bad reputation, yeah, I,
Ah,
I can't afford, and I don't know what it is like with you there, but here definitely, I cannot. People see us sometimes, and I mean, oh, you see people bloody crossing the road, idiots. Yeah, like the dog is going to chew their legs off or eat their child.
yeah, and if they just knew Staffies, they'd know what loving, loving, beautiful dogs they are.
I mean, the only harm I see they ever do is when, they jump up on people because they just want to say hello and they don't care. They have these big claws. And so
Yeah.
there definitely is. There's 110%. There's a inner anxiety that we meet somebody. One of the trainers I was working with, he said to me, Lucie, you need to get that out of you because you need to trust yourself that if anything occurs, anything happens, you are going to know what to do. You will know in that moment what to do.
Wise advice. Yeah, so let's tap with that to make it easier
Uh,
because the stuff's sitting in your system and we can deal with that. And then, because it's advice like that's fabulous, but if you're getting triggered with anxiety, it's not
yeah.
that helpful. So we can deal with that. So let's tap. Even though I have this inner anxiety,
Even though I have this inner anxiety,
that we're going to meet someone with a dog,
I missed that bit,
that we're going to meet someone with a dog,
that we're going to meet somebody with a dog.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have this inner anxiety,
Even though I have this inner anxiety,
because staffies have such a bad rep,
because staffies have such a bad rap,
even though it's not deserved.
even though it's not deserved.
I accept all my feelings around this.
I accept all my feelings around this.
Even though I have this inner, ugh,
Even though I have this inner,
what if we meet another dog
what if we meet another dog
and I don't cope?
and I don't cope, or I'm not going to know how to handle her or them, both of them.
Okay, I accept all my feelings around this.
I accept all my feelings around them.
Okay, up to the eyebrow point, this inner anxiety.
This inner anxiety.
And we're going to tap through all the points with that. So the side of the eye, this inner anxiety.
This inner anxiety.
Underneath the eye, this inner anxiety.
This inner anxiety.
In the nose, under the nose, this inner anxiety.
This inner anxiety.
The chin point, what if we meet another dog?
What if we meet another dog?
Collarbone point, what if I don't know what to do?
What if I don't know what to do? Or, more importantly, what if Maisie hurts another dog? That's the fear.
Okay, okay. Under the arm, this fear that Maisie will hurt another dog.
This fear that Maisie would hurt another dog.
Top of the head, this fear that Maisie would hurt another dog.
This fear that Maisie would hurt another dog.
So take a breath in and let it out. So is that fear warranted or unwarranted? Is there evidence that that could happen? That she could hurt another dog?
I suppose logically, I am basing it, or the point I am coming from logically, and I suppose my mind is, playing it forward, is the way she reacts when she sees another dog, I went to another trainer, don't go to her anymore. And what we managed to achieve was basically, right, so I had Maisie on the lead. She had maybe another client walking ahead, far ahead, and then maybe she asked the client to slow down a little bit so the distance is shorter, or
Yes.
the other way they were behind us, and eventually through, in a few weeks we managed, through distracting her, we managed to get her in a place that there was a safe distance, that there was a distance that Maisie might have looked, seen a dog, just thought, I don't know what she thought, but didn't cause her any bother. But
Yeah.
when we came closer, when the distance was shorter, she was barking and lounging. So
Okay. Do you know anyone else with dogs that you could that could help you with this?
I tried the other day with a friend. I have a friend who, I mean, her last dog was a mastiff who wanted to kill the whole world apart from the family.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she just, Deidre totally understands those struggles. So we talk about it. She has it's a cocker, some sort of spaniel, and the other one is a beagle with 3 legs. Lovely, lovely dog. And
Mm.
it was, we talked about it first, and then we met at a different place again, nice and quiet place. I took my dogs out of the car with the leads on. She took her dogs from the car. It was a bit of a distance between us. And see, this is the point when it's really bloody hard to hold the dogs, because, my dogs are strong. They are strong. Fred's there, I think there's more power, him being, he's strong. But I managed to hold them. And they were both going ballistic. Freddie, I know 100% he is copying his big sister. I am totally sure that he is copying he's seeing all sorts of behaviors, and he thinks, I'm going to be acting exactly the same way because she's showing me. Because
Okay.
it's not in him. I can see it. It's not, he's not fearful. He's not anxious dog. He's
Yeah, he's copying her behavior. Okay, so what you could do is you could do some tapping for her over time. Some just things along the lines of, even though Maisie feels like she has to protect me, you can just guess, and you can just tap
Joe,
on different, like, yeah, sorry.
Joe, can I say something? And it's maybe proving the point that Maisie is protecting me all the time. Uh,
Yeah.
and it was something we discovered very recently. Maisie hates the Hoover, right?
Ah,
But
okay.
however, and this is really interesting, and we only discovered it really by chance. Uh,
Yeah.
so one of my daughters, Sophie, I was cooking something in the kitchen or washing the dishes, and she's going around with this Hoover, and the two dogs are around her. The odd time she just tells them, get out of my road, but everything is okay. And I noticed that, and I looked over. I can't do that. See, when I hoover, I need to put them out at the back, or I'll put them in the living room and I can do the rest of the house, because Maisie will literally attack the hoover, bite at the hoover, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
He was not doing, Freddie, he's just scared. He's a big coward. But,
Yep.
but, Sophie said, Mommy, I can always do this. It must be just you because you are around. So
Interesting.
she
So I
was
wonder, yeah, she's trying to protect you. So we could try tapping with things like, even though Maisie thinks she has to be the leader of the pack and she thinks she has to protect me. Does that resonate for you?
very much so, very much so.
Yeah.
And also, if we could tap with the intentions of, for me to have the confidence to be the leader of the pack, that it's okay, like that she can relax because I will take care of whatever comes our way.
Yeah. 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 Me as leader of the pack. That's exactly it. Let's tap.
Okay.
Even though Maisie thinks
Even though Maisie thinks
that she has to be the leader of the pack
that she has to be the leader of the pack
and to protect me and Freddie,
and to protect me and Freddie,
she's a great dog
she's a great dog.
and we love her very much.
And we love her very much.
Even though Maisie doesn't have confidence
Even though Maisie doesn't have confidence
in me as the leader of the pack,
in me as the leader of the pack,
she's a great dog
she's a great dog.
and I love her very much.
I love her very much.
Okay, coming up to the eyebrow point, Maisie thinks she needs to protect me.
Maisie thinks she needs to protect me.
Side of the eye, she even needs to protect me from the vacuum, from the Hoover.
She even needs to protect me from the Hoover.
Underneath the eye, she has no confidence in me as leader of the pack.
That is so true. She has no confidence in me as the leader of the pack.
Okay, let's do that again. And the next point, under the nose, Maisie has no confidence in me as the leader of the pack.
Maisie has no confidence in me as the leader of the pack.
And the chin point, the same thing. Maisie has no confidence in me as the leader of the pack.
Maisie has no confidence in me as the leader of the pack.
So just as you're tapping on the collarbone point, do you have confidence in you as the leader of the pack?
Not fully.
Okay.
I got a wee download. I think there might be, just a wee download just arrived.
Okay, let's stop tapping and hear that.
Right. I'm not terribly long out of a relationship I was in. And from the very start, whenever we got our Maisie, on our way home, we stopped at who is my now ex-partner. And from the very moment she met him, she was in love. He was always, and I mean, I had to work through some quite severe jealousy because I got myself a dog and the wee shite loved him the most, yeah. But I actually managed to work through the jealousy to a point of understanding and acceptance that I just enjoy that love. I watch that love, you know.
Well done. That's awesome.
I know. So I was never her favorite. I was always the second. Well, my daughter would tell me I'm her third favorite person, but I reckon I'm her. He was to her. He was always the favorite person. Therefore, to me, the leader.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if I didn't even get the chance, that just happened instantly. You know, she chose him, not me.
Okay, let's tap.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't get the chance
Even I didn't get the chance
to be the leader of the pack from the start,
to be the leader of the pack from the start,
I accept all my feelings around this.
I accept all my feelings around us.
Even though Maisie loved him from the start.
Even though Maisie loved him from the start.
And I didn't have a chance.
And I didn't have a chance.
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Even though Maisie saw him as the leader of the pack.
Even though Maisie saw him as the leader of the pack.
The truth is that I'm the leader of the pack now.
That I am the leader of the pack right now.
And I'm capable of playing that role.
And I am capable of playing that role.
Okay, coming up to the eyebrow point. Maisie fell in love with him at first sight.
Maisie fell in love with him at first sight.
Side of the eye, he became her leader of the pack.
He became her leader of the pack.
Under the eye, I didn't have a chance.
I didn't have a chance.
Under the nose, but he's not here now.
But he's not here now.
Chin point, and I can be the confident leader of the pack.
And I can be the confident leader of the pack.
Collarbone point, I can grow into this role.
I can grow into this role.
Underneath the arm, Maisie can learn to trust me.
Maisie can learn to trust me.
Top of the head, I can learn to trust me.
I can learn to trust me.
Okay, take a breath. How did that feel, the idea that you can learn to trust yourself as the leader of the pack?
That whole last tapping process felt so empowering. And as we go on through the different rounds, I feel calmer and calmer. And oh, I love that. Yeah, I think tapping is going to be my new favorite thing.
That's great. You'd be a fabulous advertisement for this workshop. Um, so one of the things that I like to invite people to do is tap while they talk to their dog. And you just open your heart and say what you imagine they can really understand what you're saying. And you just you tell them how you feel, you tell them what you want for your relationship as you tap. How does that feel? Does that feel like something you can do?
Good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you're going to just tap through the points, and it doesn't matter if you forget some, just tap with what you remember. And she's with you right now, isn't she?
She is. She's lying
Yeah,
on her
so
back. I'm
since
going
we,
to hold on.
oh, Maisie girl.
How relaxed she is. Oh,
Yeah, well, she'll be picking up on what you're tapping as well and how you're feeling.
oh baby.
Oh, beautiful.
Here you are selling this.
Okay, so you look at her, don't worry about me. Look
Yeah.
at her and tap through the points and talk to her. Tell her what you want her to know.
Where do we start? Jesus, I got a complete blank.
That's all right. That's okay. Up on the eyebrow point.
Eyebrow.
Yep.
So tell her whatever I want to tell her, yeah, while I'm
Yeah, tell her how you feel about your relationship, what you want for your relationship with her.
oh, Maisie darling. Um, I know you had to take over. You felt that you had to take over. But now it's my turn. I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna protect you. And I just need you to trust me. Need you to trust me that I can do it. Because you are the most loving dog I have ever had. And I need you to be safe around others. For them. I need other people, well, people not so much. I need other dogs to feel completely safe around you. I don't want them to think that you're a threat. And I suppose the biggest fear, I don't want to lose you because you hurt another dog. That's my biggest fear. And I love you, Mumu. You are the best girl ever, darling. And I can feel the tears coming into my eyes as I'm saying those words. Yeah, Maisie, I need you to trust me. Trust me. And I will trust you. But you need to stop feeling like you have to be the leader. Because mommy's going to take over from now on.
Beautiful.
Talk about feeling self-conscious. This was like a pure exercise in it.
It's beautiful though. And what you can do is over the next few days, you can tap and talk to her. And I would, you want to be very careful. You've still got to be very careful because you don't know what effect it's going to have with her. But see if you can maybe even set up a session with a friend with a dog that you can actually tap for her as you approach the other dog. And tap to help, so that you can tap for yourself to stay calm and to transmit to her, it's okay, I can protect you, I've got this. It's okay, I can protect you, I've got this. Because the more you can be confident, the less that she will need to feel the need to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you may find with this tapping session that you grow in awareness of where you are starting to go into a sort of
Right?
rather than
Yeah.
Rather than that, I got this, we're okay, we're calm, I've got this, Maisie, you don't need to protect me.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to you?
Perfect sense. Perfect sense, Joe. I
Mm.
know you are here. Oh,
Beautiful.
she has loved this whole thing. Just so calm. And you know what's really interesting? The girls are my two girls and Freddie's over there in the kitchen. They're just having dinner, and she's hearing all the cutlery hitting the plates and stuff, which normally would be like a great interest to her. And yet she's here with us. The cat is sleeping on the windowsill there, and she's completely chilled. And yet she knows ham is being served next door. You know?
Wow, that shows how powerful EFT is, eh? That's awesome. Well, you can play with it. You've got it as a tool now. You can play with it and you'll learn more at the workshop, but you've got the basic tools. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And do it, one of the methods I teach is they talk about a resilience bucket where your nervous system, like if you don't reduce the stresses, it just fills up like a bucket and it'll overflow. And tapping helps to reduce the level of the nervous system stress in the bucket. So you can tap for you and Maisie every day. Just do it, spend a bit of time bonding together through the tapping and just keep both your nervous system and your concerns down. And then you'll find it's very different when you go out into the world.
And Joe, do you always tap on yourself, or you ever tap on the dogs as well? Or
I've
just you?
never tapped on the dogs. I don't know where the acupuncture points are on the dogs. And I only ever tap on me because my very first introduction was with those dogs and it was so successful. And I saw how powerful it was. And I think there's something about tapping on ourselves for them. It's yeah, there's something beautiful, beautiful and magical about it. Yeah.
Joe, thank God for you. That's all I can say, and I mean it from the bottom of my. I'm just so glad I seen your post. I'm so glad I reached out to you, even I knew you couldn't respond to all the. I thank you, thank you.